Hey there, fellows. Right here you'll notice I've got me some lovely pipes, and we've used them in a bunch of experiments. And it might be those experiments that have sparked some interest, or it could be that some people are sick of burning holes in their mufflers, or it could all be just about having a laugh. But let's conduct a certain experiment, one that we might even get a laugh out of. The idea here is to make an exhaust system out of PVC pipe. Now, I do think it deforms when you put heat into it, but we still have a keen interest in testing the concept, and yeah, let's try it out. These are of the correct diameter, we have a few leftovers. Like this one we can use to make a resonator of sorts. These lovely bits that apparently are quite heat resistant, or so I've heard anyway. These can probably be made into a muffler, but they do seem to be of the correct diameter to use in making those sorts of components. And so yeah, we have pieces of pipe, and so let's make us a PVC pipe exhaust system. Let's do this. Video originally uploaded in the summer of 2023, translation and voiceover by BMI Russian. Check this out, guys. What I'm holding is what's going to serve as the resonator in our system. This is some 110mm pipe with nothing inside. In here, out here, or it could be the other way around. But yeah, this will be the resonator. Now let's discuss the muffler. It's quite an interesting piece. Here we have the heat-resistant housing, which we've slightly extended with the help of this insert. One pipe goes straight and almost all the way through, and there's another one that almost goes all the way. The idea is to create a fluctuating sound wave, and that should make the muffler do what it's supposed to in terms of suppressing any loud noises. It is more or less complete. Now I think we should route the system out from underneath the car, just for us to have a better view. From there we start the car and the testing begins. We want to see how the system functions. Okay, installation, and then it'll be time for testing. Alright, so check this out. We've pieced the exhaust together, pipe comes out, some thermal exhaust wrap at the connection, the resonator and the muffler are in position, and yeah, we've done our best for us to have a good visual. This thing, do we even need it? Fire it up already, let's see how this works. Yeah, let's leave it on. The cap on the tip. You know, it's actually pretty quiet. Which is quite a surprise. I was expecting it to be louder. Metal is usually rather thin, and it vibrates quite a bit. But this is some thick-walled tubing, and I don't hear any unwanted noises. It's pretty quiet. Yeah, I think this should be removed. This should be much better. Give it a bit of gas, please. The gases coming out of here are pretty warm. So the exhaust tract should start heating up in due time. Obviously here it's already gotten warm. Yeah, except it's warmer here than down here. That's odd. Maybe it's the bends. Okay, since this is going so well, let's do some testing. To my amazement, it's nice and quiet. But now we'd better drive around and see how it behaves when it gets warm. I'm curious how it's going to cope with the temperatures. The thermal wrap should prevent the connection from overheating. The plastic in that spot should be alright, but everything from there, who even knows? It is a very quiet system. Check out how quiet this exhaust is. It is quiet. Very quiet indeed. Looks nice too. We can also route it over the roof. Everybody's gonna think it's a snorkel when in fact it's an exhaust. Did you hear that? It has developed a burble. Something is up. We'd better drive back to the garage pronto. Yeah, it's emitting a low-pitched rumble. Let's bring it up and check for a leak. What do we got here? Oh, wow. I mean, the temperatures over here are all in check. But this here is hot. Really hot over here. Oh, this is scalding. Wow, did it get hot. Let's bring it up and check underneath. Okay, there we go, and this has become soft. Right here, the gases are exiting while at very high temperature, and the plastic has given up. Obviously, they're going to be the hottest when they've just exited the exhaust manifold, but they are anything but cold when at this spot. Didn't take long for it to melt, maybe about 5 to 7 minutes, after which it let go. I guess that means we need to find some way to cool the plastic. As for how we do that, I think we'll find some recipe that's true to our traditions. Check this out, guys. Just like I promised, we found a recipe that's true to our style. Now that bit of 50mm pipe lives inside a water-filled sleeve that's 110mm in diameter. That's to keep it from melting, obviously. The water should be able to keep it nice and cool. Also, you'll notice we've installed an overflow tank. I mean, where else is the water supposed to go once it heats up? Without it, the tubes might just pop out with the liquid evacuating, but the overflow tank should prevent that from happening. Anyway, we've put everything together. Now we just need to try the system out. I think we should stay put for now and allow the car to warm up, because the engine is still totally cold. What do we have here? I'd say we've made the quietest exhaust. I can only hear it working over here. And that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it is perfectly quiet. Personally, I am a huge fan of when you can't even hear the car operate, which is exactly our situation. Okay, it has warmed up. Let's go for a drive. Give it some revs. After 10 more minutes. In the overflow tank, I can't even see. I mean, it is bubbling, but the level doesn't seem to have really gone up, which is good. That means it's not getting too, it is hot to the touch, but not unbearable. Oh, you're touching the exhaust back there? The resonator, yeah. Well, of course it's going to be hot. Because, well, the gas is... Yesterday it was impossible to keep your hand on it. We can do a stress test, sure. Wait a second. What? Did it find a weak spot? Yeah, I can hear it. It has found a weak spot. Now you can really hear it. Here's what we've discovered. The gases have found a weak link. Yeah, this has also become soft. Yeah, this is very soft. Over here... Oh, wow, did that get hot. But then I was out for quite a while. So you'll see that in this spot, it has barely gotten warm at all. But on the way out, things started to get hot again. I guess we need to extend the water jacket. Let's do that and continue with the testing. So check this out. Now we've got a really formidable looking system going. 110mm pipe all the way. Obviously we're running a smaller diameter inside, but on the surface this looks really robust. Now we did have to remove the resonator, because you can't slip a 110mm pipe into a 110mm pipe. But whatever, now it's gone. And here inside this pipe, I mean... Yeah, we're running 50mm in there, but it's surrounded with water. And that should make for a considerable sound deadening effect. The muffler at the end is the same as it used to be, but it wasn't even getting all that hot. It was mostly the tubing underneath the car. Also on the way down here, but with sleeves this long, I'd imagine the exhaust gases are gonna cool down so much that the muffler is totally safe. Right, time for some testing. Let's fire it up. It is running. And no changes on this end. It is very quiet. But you can tell that the engine is running. Okay, let's take the car outside, wait for it to warm, and commence the testing. Okay, engine is warm, off we go. Sound is still nice and quiet. You can't really even hear the exhaust, it's all engine. People are having a laugh. I can't see the overflow tank. whether the water level is rising or not, because the overall volume of water inside these sections of pipe that we're running, you won't believe this, you'd think it's a relatively small section of pipe with another pipe inside of it, but we've filled it with almost 20 liters of water. What's up, guys? What is this? So you're always toiling away welding exhausts, while we've made a plastic system with water cooling. We even have an overflow tank. The tank is for cooling? Uh-huh. It's a water-cooled exhaust. Imagine coming into a shop asking them to check the exhaust fluid level. We're gonna go do some more testing. People are interested to know what we've got here. Okay, there we go. That guy's muffler is Swiss cheese. Ours is good, though. This is great. You can't hear the exhaust. It's just the engine. No sort of burbles or anything like that. This is awesome, nice and quiet. I like it. I enjoy it when a car is driving and you don't get any of those straight pipe sound effects. Instead, it's nice and quiet and nobody even notices you. Revving the engine, everything is good. What do we got here? Right, otherwise it would have been too boring, eh? Has it expanded or something? Well, obviously with how hot this has gotten. Wait a second. Put that back on. There we go, now that's what this is supposed to look like. Maybe rev the engine while we observe? While we look on to see what's going to happen. It's immediately directed down, isn't that a letdown? Hold on a second. What if I put it like this? And now it's going up. Whatever, I might as well place it sideways. And so, yeah, there you have it, folks. I mean, on the surface level, a PVC pipe exhaust is nothing of serious interest, because people are gonna expect it to overheat and simply melt and burn up. But look, I promised you that we'd take a good crack at making this work, and now our recipe seems to have actually proven itself. One pipe slipped inside of another pipe, with a layer of water in between them. I don't even think we needed this overflow tank, to be honest. Because this, even though it has gotten warm, but just barely. At most like 40 degrees Celsius. Even though I had a proper go, I was hard on the gas at times to get the whole thing nice and warm. So the first time around, the pipe let go very early. With partial cooling, the bend melted. But with this current setup, I mean... even over here in this spot, you can feel that the gases... they have cooled down pretty significantly. The muffler is ever so slightly warmer. This is cold, pretty much, and the system works. Hopefully we can implement it in due time, and there will be no need for any welding. Because I know a few people who are quite sick of touching up the welds on exhausts. But this works, try it out for yourselves if you want, and that's all I got for you. Watch us, subscribe, send in your suggestions, comment, give us a big thumbs up. Alright, catch you guys later.